Hey! Remember Fonzie? Okay, guys, it's the unidentified Jonboat. What are you doing, crazy dog? Came off beautifully. Had a few tries on some other methods, and I'm going to show you the easiest method. Number one method that didn't work worth a crap is this. All it did was flay a bunch of little pieces, and it still left the sticky goo behind. This didn't work because it heated it up so much that the sticker just tore into a million like little tiny pieces, and it also made the sticky goo a little harder to get off because it left it kind of liquefied. So let's see the right way to take your stickers off your Tracker Jonboat. Here we go. Okay, first advice. You're out in the backyard, you're doing a little work, it's a sunny day. Put your animals in the house. Do not have your animals around while you do this. Not only are you messing with super sharp razor blade, you're messing with this stuff, which it's the low VOC, which means it doesn't have any volatile organic compounds. But the last thing you want to do is have your dog come up here and get that on his nose. So this is what it looks like when you have a Tracker 14. Ooh, everybody knows. But we're going to do a little something cool this week. But first thing we got to do is get this sticker off. Alright. So you're just going to start out the easy way. Now you don't want to do this in the sun. You don't want to do this in the sun. I repeat. Get you a little corner up. And then just start peeling. Do this on a cold day if you've got the option. You just slowly pull it. Like that. Lift the corner. Just a slow peel. Always keep 2 fingers on it if you can. And when you're turning your corners, just kind of roll it like that. Now when you get a nice straight shot, just pull gently and slowly. Don't jerk it. Just nice and gentle. Like so. I have watched people struggle with these stickers in my life so many times. And what I just did in 2 minutes, I've seen people take 20 minutes to do, and they destroy the paint. So what you're left with is a little bit of glue, a little bit of sticky glue there, and that's good. We're just going to leave that till we get the whole sticker off, and then we are going to do the urethane reducer. Not lacquer thinner, not acetone, urethane reducer. It's not cheap, but it's worth it. It'll make a nice job. Now it's a racker. We got us a Racker 14, guys. I bet nobody else has a Racker 14. And you don't want to dig in with these razor blades. You want to keep them as flat as possible. Get them under there. Fold it back and make your flap. And just start pulling from that corner. Slow and sure. If it starts to tear, just let it tear. Don't try to shift up your strategy. We can take it off in pieces. Keeping both fingers on there. Okay, so this is the part that wants to work for us. So we're just going to go ahead and take that. Then we're going to come back to this. Slowly and surely. Let it tear if it wants to tear. Just keep going. Once it starts tearing, you're never going to get that to cooperate. So just accept it. Move on. Okay, and then we're going to come from the pointiest end, which is the easiest place to cut, and just come in here like this. And it's pretty cold today. It's about 45 degrees right now. So boom, you know, the stuff is going to come off a little better, but it's also going to be a little stiffer. So you have to kind of get a feel for it. And you can get a feel for it by about the third letter. You're going to be a pro. Okay, so I'm going to shut up. I've given you all the tips you need. I'm just going to shut up, and we're going to go into a time lapse here. Hey! Remember Fonzie? Okay, don't do this in the sun. Do it on a cold day and you'll have no problem. It's a little harder on a warm day and a little harder on a warm day with sun. Put an umbrella up over the top of you if you have to. It's 46 degrees here now and the sun's out and I have the camera in the shade, the sticker in the shade. Somebody visits me a lot. Amazon. Remember, don't scrape, peel. Scrape as little as possible. All right, here we go. Get yourself a terry cloth or a medium grit towel. Nothing too smooth or soft. You want a little bit of a roughness there. I use these kitchen towels, they work fine. Don't try to do too much at once. Put a little on there and then just do one number at a time. Rub it on there, and then you want to take this towel and use it like sandpaper almost. Kind of push down and rub that. Takes a little bit of elbow grease. If you need some more, put some more reducer on. But don't get carried away with this reducer because it evaporates super fast. So if you try to do too much at once, you're just going to waste reducer. So get it kind of the first wipe and then do a finish wipe. And you'll be able to see where the sticky is still at. your lid on the reducer so it doesn't evaporate. One down. Try to keep using the same towel and keep your towel in one layer. Otherwise it's just going to soak up. This stuff isn't going to hurt your hands. Of course, Gavin Newsom doesn't like it because California doesn't like any chemicals, but I've found I've used this stuff for years and you won't even smell it on your hands once it's dried. It evaporates completely. That's because this is designed to thin paint out when you spray it. And you don't want any solvents left after you spray your paint. You want as much of it to evaporate as possible, so you always use reducer to thin your paint. You never use lacquer thinner or acetone because that always leaves a little bit of a solvent. And that makes putting your second coat down hard. It makes it dry slower. And this is for urethane. So if you're spraying enamel, this will still work, but of course you want to get enamel reducer. This is for a single stage urethane. It's coming off good. This will not damage your paint. This will leave it nice and smooth and ready for whatever you want to do, or ready for a little wet sand and polish if you want. You can put clear coat over this. There's nothing left. Okay, I'm going to change parts of the towel I'm using because that one's getting a little gummy. So you just move to a different part of the towel. Oop, my seat's collapsing. Spend some time at a boat yard and watch people try to do this when they come work on their boats. Don't tell them right away. Let them suffer a little bit with whatever they're doing. Close that urethane reducer up. There's what I'm using. I can't remember, I think it's about 20 bucks a jar, 20 bucks a can. But as you can see, no sanding, no scratching. This boat is now ready to paint. You can put a vinyl wrap on. You can take your little buffing wheel out and you can buff it all so it looks real nice. There's the other side I did. I'm going to come over here and just do a light wipe down with one more piece just to get the residue off. It's pretty good. Now I'm not painting this, so I'm not just going to keep wiping on this. I'm going to do something else, but I wanted you to see how easy it is. It's insanely easy to do. There you go. It's a no-name. Now you can call it whatever you want. And I will say, we got something cool planned, so the next video you're going to really like it. But I have a feeling this video is going to help a lot of people save a lot of time. So follow along. It's super easy. We appreciate you guys watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Go back on the playlist of the Jonboat. If anything on the Jonboat looks like something you might want to do to yours, I got a playlist of everything we did. And at the end, there's a price. Thanks for watching. Oh, Winston approved.